Well, good Saturday morning. Today is Saturday, June 29th, and we have a few birthdays. Today is Cindy Shell's birthday. So, Cindy, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cindy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Janet Miller's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janet. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great, great birthday. But we have one anniversary. It's Jim and Donna's 28th anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary today. It's very muggy. You see my window is closed. I don't know if you can tell, but I had to put the air on. Jim's working at his club as a safety officer today for the rifle range, and it's muggy. The dew point is at 75, so 60 is considered muggy. 70 is considered oppressive. So 75 is pretty bad. Although tomorrow we're supposed to have a cold front, so I can open my windows tomorrow. I know it's not good to have your air on and off and on and off and on and off because it costs too much money to reheat, to recool the house and all that, but I don't really care. I like the fresh air coming in. I just love the fresh air. We had rain that started about 2 o'clock in the morning, and so I got up and closed a couple windows where the wind blows the rain in. Some of my windows, they're kind of like an overhang, and so I don't have to worry about getting wet. So I was still able to keep my windows open and sleep with fresh air last night. And then about 8 o'clock, we had a thunderstorm. And then it stopped completely raining at 10 o'clock. And it is a little after 11. My deck guy assured me that no matter what, unless it was a monsoon, he was going to be here. From 9 o'clock till 11 o'clock now. Well, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, it was just sprinkling. Just like normal rain. It wasn't like pouring rain, just like somebody was like with a water bucket, like a water sprayer, spraying water down. It was like nothing. So I'm getting a little aggravated because I have a feeling he's not going to show up today. And I'm just done with him. I really am. I'll wait till Monday and call him on Monday morning if he doesn't show up and just tell him, give me my money back. I have made that decision completely. I know I've been backpedaling on that. But at this point, I can't get anybody else. So he's kind of got me over a barrel at this point. And the deck is pretty bad. It's in pretty bad shape. Jim can power wash it. The area where we sit, we have an area rug anyhow. It's just that when you come out the back door, you can see how bad the deck is. David's working so much overtime, so I can't get David to do it. Jimmy's got side jobs, so he can't do it. Danny's in the air right now coming back from Dublin. So and he starts back to work on Monday, so he's just going to be too exhausted. You're always exhausted when you get back from a vacation, so I wouldn't ask him. And I really don't have anybody else to ask. I mean, other than to hire somebody. I've reached a point in my age that I just hire somebody to do stuff, but it just seems like nobody wants to work. I don't know if it's just my thinking or what. I don't know. It's just, and in Michigan, somebody had made the comment, I guess in Canada, you just pay for the materials when the person shows up, and then when they're done, then you finish paying the job. At least in my area of Michigan, you have to give them half down before the evening will start. And then they go and buy the supplies and stuff like that. I wouldn't have even had a problem giving them half down when he showed up on the first day. Just at least got a half day's worth of work out of them. But it's something that's never failed me before. Well, I can't say, it's given me my woes. Let's say my basement, my shower. They kind of got you over a barrel because they got half your money already, and they figure you're just, going to take a chance that they're not going to swindle you out of your money that you've already given them. It's a sad state of affairs, let me tell you. But today we're going to talk about fat, negative words. I saw this quote, "We are not fat, we wear fat," which is true, very true. But the better way of saying it is, you are not fat, you have fat. So I think that when we keep saying, well, we're fat, I'm fat, it kind of gets into your brain that, like you are. Even when I was at 209, I kept thinking I was fat. And I look back at pictures there and, no, I mean, I was overweight. I'm not going to say I still had some weight to lose. I know that. But by no means was I fat. Excuse me. At 304.2, oh, definitely, I was fat. I was definitely fat. But we have to remember that Obesity is a disease. Alcoholism is a disease. Diabetes is a disease. All of these different things are diseases. So if I found out that I have problems with my thyroid, I take thyroid medication. So I have thyroid problems in my family. It's hereditary. I take medication to control it. High blood pressure is kind of in my family too because of obesity, which is in my family. So I take high blood pressure medication. Alcoholism runs in my family. So I tend to not drink because I know that gene is in me that I have to do it. I know that obesity is in my family, and the perfect medication is the food that I eat every single day. I don't have to go and buy a pill. Some people get shots, some people take pills, nothing against that. If that works for you, fine. Especially with my family having liver disease, try to not take as many medications as I do. Unfortunately. Now, if I controlled my obesity, which is really what I have, obesity, I could eliminate my blood pressure medication because the only reason my blood pressure is so bad is because of my weight. It is because of my weight. The way to solve that is not for me to get medicine, but to eat healthy, just to make healthier choices. And it just seems so simple, so easy. And why don't I do it? I don't know. So what we have to do, I wrote this down because I wanted to make sure I had it right. If we were sick, we would take medicine. So we need to eat right and stop saying negative things and stop making unrealistic goals. I've been doing this for so long, and I make unrealistic goals. I always think, like they always say, if you follow the perfect diet, you can lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. I don't hear the 1 to 2 pounds. I hear 2 pounds. That's what I hear in my mind. And so when I get on the scale and I haven't lost 2 pounds, I'm thinking, oh, they lied. They said 1 to 2 pounds, and I didn't lose 2 pounds. I barely lost a pound. So I now have redefined my thinking, and I'm just saying a pound or less. A pound or less will be fine. Even if I stayed the same a week or 2 in a row, I think I could handle that now because I have a better mindset. But I can't keep giving myself negative thoughts, just putting all those negative things in my head. Because as soon as I start doing that, that's when I really, really get bad. And I just have to do better. So this says here, when we use negative words, our lives revolve around negativity. Negativity empowers by leaps and bounds the positive thoughts that we think about ourselves. Like I can say, I think I look pretty good in this shirt, like this shirt. I think I look pretty good in this shirt. But the shorts, I look terrible from the waist down. Why did I need to do that? I could have just said, I look really nice in this shirt. It's a really nice shirt on me, and leave it at that. I have a positive thought in my mind. I haven't given myself any kind of a negativity to dwell on. Because then I'll dwell on the fact, well, you know what, you should have just wore black shorts instead of khaki shorts because khaki shorts show you how big you are, but the black shorts are kind of define you, like hide you a little bit. So stop using negative thoughts. Try to use more positive thoughts in everything that you do. And this is an article that I got in this magazine that my sister Denise is attending TOPS. So this is the article that I got it out of the TOPS news that she gave me. When we use negative words, our lives revolve around the negativity. Words like can't, won't, never, should never, or don't, and shouldn't are strong and... Let's start this again. When we use negative words and our lives revolve around negativity, words like can't, won't, never, don't, and shouldn't are strong in of themselves. But when we place the word I in front of them, I won't do this and I never will do that. That's when we immediately apply ourselves to our brains and just say, okay, that's just how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. I don't think I can lose 2 pounds this week. Guess what? I'm not going to lose 2 pounds this week. I shouldn't think that I could eat this donut and not have any bad results. You know what? I can eat 1 donut in a week. I can eat 1 donut. But no, I don't. I eat more than 1. I will never, 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 never have another ice cream cone. You know you will, because as soon as you do, then you think, well, I said I never would, and now I did, and now I feel bad about myself. You can't be doing that. You just can't. You'd have to stop using the words that are good and think of words that are good and bad around food. Oh, that was a good food that I had yesterday, or that was a bad food. No, there's no such thing as a bad food. There's healthy foods and there's unhealthy foods. And let's face it, in life, we are going to eat unhealthy foods. I know I am. I can't say that for the rest of my life I am not going to ever eat an unhealthy food. I know that I will. I have such admiration for alcoholics that, because if you're an alcoholic and you're like, you go to AA meetings, I don't mean like an alcoholic and you keep drinking and you're like drunk all the time. I don't mean it like that. I mean the ones that own up to the fact that they are an alcoholic. They can never, the rest of their lives, have another drink. Ever. Ever. And they do it. And so I have such admiration for those people. Like when they say, I got my 3-year chip or my 5-year chip, even NA, Narcotics Anonymous, anything like that, where they really grab onto their problem and really overcome it and never have that again. I can tell you with 100% certainty that I will never go and say, I will never have another piece of cake. I will never have ice cream. I will never have another Coca-Cola. I will never do this. I will never do that as far as food concerns. I know that I will, but I know that I can make healthier choices to kind of combat the fact that the one time I made an unhealthy choice and had something unhealthy, but get right back to eating healthy foods, then I wouldn't feel so guilty about it. Plan ahead, like if you're going to go, like I said yesterday, if you're going to go to a party or something, eat as healthy as you can before you go. When you get there, try to eat as healthy as you can too. There's, I say this all the time. People always complain, I got to bring a vegetable tray. But if you ever go to a party, what is the one tray that is always without fail empty? Is the vegetable tray. And now granted, people dip it in ranch or something like that, but that little bit of dip is not going to hurt you. And most times it's like 2 tablespoons if you're having vegetables because you're just dipping. That's like 100 and some calories. That's nothing. That's really nothing compared to like chips and dip. But I know I got chips and dip on my mind this week, but there's no chips and dip in my house because it's on my mind. And so I know that's an unhealthy food and I'm having unhealthy thoughts about chips and dip this week. So let's not even bring it into the house. And don't go to a party where there's chips and dip because that's where my mindset is chips and dip, chips and dip, chips and dip. No, I can't be doing that. I really can't. But a simple 3-letter word like bad can ruin an entire lifestyle plan that's been working great. So let's say you've been going like a month, eating perfect, healthy as can be, and you kind of fall to the point, I got to take this. I'll be right back. I'm back. Forgot where I was at. I think it was something about when I said something about making bad choices or healthy choices. I forgot. I know that, like I said, that if you go to a party and you've been eating healthy the whole week for 2 weeks and then you have something bad and then you say, I was so bad, I had a piece of cake. No, you didn't. You may have had a piece of cake. It may have been an unhealthy choice, but it was one piece of cake. So stop putting those negative thoughts in your mind because negativity is just going to lead you down the wrong path. Be positive. Okay, I had a piece of cake. Instead of saying, that was so bad, just say, you know what, I had a piece of cake, but you know what, tomorrow I'm going to really get back in gear. That's a positive thought. That's a real positive thought. You know what? I enjoyed the piece of cake. It was a celebration. Why do I care? It's not like I ate the whole cake. It's not like I went and, dived into it or something. It's just stop thinking such negative thoughts. To be healthy, we need to have balance physically, mentally, and spiritually. Just because you're healthy physically, if you're not mentally, like you could be depressed or something, or you could just have your mindset in the wrong spot. And spirituality is just whatever. You don't have to go to church if that's necessarily not something you like to do. But I think everybody in some way is kind of spiritual, whether it's like you're a Buddhist or Jewish or Catholic or Christian rather, or, whatever you're Muslim, whatever your spirituality is. And just kind of lose yourself in your spirituality of yourself. That's going to lead, for me, when I'm spiritually happy, I'm physically happy, I'm mentally happy. It just all kind of ties together for me. So that's what you need to do. It's not about the number on the scale, which we all kind of look at the number on the scale. I'm guilty of that myself. But finding out who is under the armor or the fat that you wear. It's not fat that's with you all the time. You are not a fat person, but you wear fat. You wear fat if you're overweight, and you just need to get rid of it. Like in the winter, when it's finally getting nice, and you shed that winter coat and maybe put a lighter jacket on, that's what you need to think with your fat. I have my winter clothes on right now. I need to at least get to the fall, and then the spring, and then the summer. And if you follow the 4 seasons, and then eventually you won't have any fat on you if you have that mindset. You need to make the choices necessary to experience a healthy lifestyle. It's also about celebrating non-scale victories and being your own leader and the writer of your own story. Don't have somebody say, I did this and it worked for me. You ought to do it. Well, if you want to do it, try it. But maybe it worked for them, but it won't work for you. Like I said, I don't want to take shots. We have liver problems in my family. I'm thinking it's just not been on the market long enough for me to trust in it for myself. But there's members of my family that are using the shot, and it seems to be working for them. They're losing weight, so I'm happy. I'm happy for them, but it's just not a step I'm ready to make. I did discuss it with my doctor when I went for my physical, just to get the pros and cons. She is on the same train of thought that I am, that there's just not enough testing for her to recommend it for me. But she would recommend a doctor for me to go to if I really wanted to get it. But she didn't feel comfortable enough to prescribe it, but she didn't want to stop me from getting it if I wanted it. Because once again, it's my choice. Anything that I put in my body is my choice, and that includes food. Nobody's holding me down saying, you're going to have this, and then shove it into my mouth. No, I make the conscious choice. Sometimes it's an unconscious choice. Those are the ones that really get you. Like if you just walk by and you take like a handful of nuts, or you grab by and just take one cookie off the plate, like if you're at a party, or just, like I'm just going to pop this one piece of candy in my mouth. They add up in a day. They do add up in a day. So I did this experiment with nuts because I have a nut jar. And I would go by and I'd take a couple almonds, and I'm thinking they're almonds, they're healthy. It's a healthy snack. But then I thought, I'm probably eating a lot of almonds. And so I took a quarter cup of nuts out and put them on the counter. And so whenever I walked by and I wanted to snack on the almonds, and let me tell you, those almonds were gone in less than an hour. And I was eating on them all day. So try to do that. Make it, if something is really tempting you, like you're snacking on it a lot, portion out that snack portion and put it where that's going to be your snack. And then see if it gets you through the whole day. And then that'll be the telling sign that whether or not it does. But always remember, when we use negative words, our lives revolve around negativity. So stop using all those negative words. Stop thinking that you are fat. You wear fat. I'm tired of wearing fat. In the winter, you're tired of wearing a winter coat, so you look forward to the spring where you can put that light spring jacket on. And you just think, that was so much, it's so much lighter even. A heavy coat as far as a light jacket. And you can really tell the difference. So make a little thing in your mind, thought in your mind that, I'm going to lose 5 pounds this month. And don't set a goal that you have to lose 5 pounds, but just kind of think to myself, I think I'd like to lose 5 pounds. You're really going to notice the difference on your body for 5 pounds. People don't think that you do, but you really, really do. So, okay, I'm going to try to get through this weekend. No, I am going to get through this weekend. See, I was already using a negative thought. It was a negative thought. I am going to get through this weekend making healthy food choices. I have plenty of fruit and vegetables and healthy food in here, and no chips and dip, because I know that those are a downfall for me this week. So there's no chips and dip in my house. And even when I went last night to my brother's house, we went and watched the fireworks because he can see them from his condo, because he's got a condo on the water. And it's not on the water. I know when people say, I got a condo on the lake. Was it right on the lake? How do you get to it? And you know what I meant, though. But we watched the fireworks, and there was all kinds of snacks. Snacks galore. I didn't have any. I just enjoyed the atmosphere of all the people that were there and watching the fireworks. And it was a nice breezy night, so there was no fish flies, which are horrendous this time of year. They only live 24 hours, but they're so annoying. I think you call them mayflies in the South, I think. But the more fish flies there are, the healthier the lake is. So you want to see a lot of them, but not when you're sitting outside. But okay, I'm going to get through the weekend making healthy food choices, and I'm going to have a good weigh-in on Monday. I have a feeling. I just really do. I've been pretty good this week. And I woke up knowing today was Saturday, because if you watched me this week, you know that my days have been all mixed up this week. I don't know why, but they have been. But I know it's Saturday. So, all right, let's talk again tomorrow. I'm not going to keep dwelling on weight, but I needed to get my little self boosted. So we'll get back to Life with Sandy rather than Life with Sandy always talking about weight. Okay, talk to you guys tomorrow.